How is it going, everyone? Welcome back to the League of Europe Division 1 podcast. My name is Jacob. I'm here with a Gary Donegan and Tam D23.
Hello. Much better than Sam, just saying.
Ooh,
He's throwing him under
only
the
said a
bus
few
already.
words.
Oh, yeah.
Only said a few words. Sorry, Sam. But what we're going to go about for this D1 podcast is we're going to go over Gary getting absolutely taken out in turn 3.
Thanks, boy.
The Australian qualifying results, the race review, also talking about the next race, which is Mexico,
Mexico.
and who we think is actually going to be doing well for that race. So, would you like to get us started off, Dan?
Yes, so I'm going to run you through the qualifying order for the first race of the new season of LOE. So we had Mitch taking pole on a 19.1, pretty decent lap. I think he has gone quicker than that in the past, but it wasn't
he
enough
has.
to take pole. Just ahead of Paris, who I believe was quite new to using no assist. So that was pretty.
So he
have
did
a good
pretty
shot
well.
there. Yeah, he was just behind Mitch as well, just a hundredth of a second behind. Then there was a bit of a gap to Rick and Jim, who set the exact same time on a 19.4. I think Jim would have been quite disappointed with that in particular. I think he was looking very quick in practice. Decky, never heard of him. He was
Whoa, what?
Sorry, just had to throw that out there. He was fifth on a 19.5. Then the field was pretty bunched up from P6 downwards, which was Falcon on a 19.7 after I wasn't actually aware that he was going to be racing until about 5 minutes before the race. He was a reserve, I didn't know about that, but he ended up getting P6 just ahead of some guy.
Go me.
Then we had V5 and P8. Not too bad of a result. I believe it's his debut in D1.
Yeah.
He was ahead of Onyx and P9, getting in the top 10 on his debut. And then Killer probably be very disappointed with P10. I think he would have been expecting more from that on the 19.8. And then to the guys that were outside the top 10, we had Bullet Boy, who I know was showing pretty decent pace in practice, so he could have done more than absolute bottle job in P12. Literally, I did a 20.0.
What happened to this 19.5 you were saying you were going to do?
Shut up.
That you kept putting in the chat.
Well, okay, I'm a bottle job, okay.
And there you have it. Tant is the bottle job of D1.
Thank you.
Sorry, Gary.
You can have it.
One race.
Well,
okay.
I crashed out T1, so we don't know who more is a bottle.
Okay. We're both contenders for it, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Yep. So New Luigi was 13th, just behind me. I believe was very close as well. Larkin 14th in quali. I don't think he had too much practice going in, so that wasn't too bad for him. Then the two Toro Rossos, 15th and 16th, and then I think we all knew that Harry was going to start in either the front row or the back row, and it turns out he was starting on the back row, so
typical Harry.
He could have bottled it. Yep. So yeah, he ended up bottling it about on a 20.4, I believe they said. So that was your grid for the Australian Grand Prix.
Tell you what, I was really surprised that Jerry was down in like still 15th and 16th.
So was I.
Both of the Toro Rossos.
Yeah, I think, if I'm honest, I think most of the grid bottled it in quali.
Yeah, I think so. But like the grid was still really close, even though a lot of people didn't get their best laps in.
Yeah.
Like I think like from 6th to like 9th or something was like 2/10, even less. So yeah. But yeah, Jerry was a surprise. But then again, it's Jerry. He bottles D1, dominates D2. So he's just doing it to get back into D2.
Yeah. You just know it. You just know it.
Yeah, I don't think really any other surprising results in quali was there, really.
Yeah.
No.
Other than Paris with his P2
Yeah.
with no assists, I don't think he was expecting that.
He probably wasn't
was one of
expecting that, but I think a lot of other people were. Like I was, because he's been rapid. I remember in the previous games he was really quick. So
Yeah.
yeah, I think that's that. Yeah, nothing else to really say about quality. Race was pretty mad. Won't lie.
It was, as I said, on the first lap, I think you got pushed straight into a wall.
I got multiple punts up the rear.
Yep, couldn't make it back into the pit, so you had to retire on track with those free wheels.
Shocking. Absolutely shocking.
After all that hype and all that talk,
Yeah.
T1.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty shit. Won't lie, pretty shit. Bizarre couldn't win in Mexico, so you know it's fine.
Yeah.
But yeah. Anyway, we'll go through the race results.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. So Mitch won by pretty comfortable margin of over nearly 10 seconds to Paris in P2. Then we had Falcon the reserve in P3. Good drive from him. And then we had June, who got fourth. I think he got demoted after penalties, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I think he was P3.
Yeah, and then after penalties. Then you had Decky in P5. I think he'd be reasonably happy with that. Bullet Boy in P6 on his debut. Really good drive from him.
Yeah, he had a great strategy.
Yeah, the one stop from Sauce, I think he did.
Yeah,
Which
softs to supers, I believe. So yeah,
Yeah.
very good race from him.
Yeah, very good. Something to build on. Then we had Bottle Job 2.0 in 7th, Harry, who did the 2-stop. He had a really interesting strategy, actually. He he pitted under the safety car for another set of ultras and then went supers to the end. Sort of worked for him, didn't really though. But considering he started last, I think he'd be happy enough with 7th. Then you have Waluigi in 8th on his debut. Again, decent drive from him. Definitely be happy with that. Then Jari in P9. Then his teammate in P10. V5 way out at the back in P11. Then we had Onyx disconnected in P12. Larkin in 13th. Tam, and who else crashed out? Me, Rick, and I'm missing Killer. Yeah.
Killer, yeah.
Bottle Jobs. Yeah, so that was
Bottle jobs.
that was the finishing grid for the Australian Grand Prix. Few talking points, I think. It wasn't the most exciting race, I don't think, anyway. I don't know what you think about that.
I
It
think
was a bit-
from me watching it, sorry, Tant.
Yeah.
From me watching it, June and Paris were going at it constantly throughout the
that's
race.
true.
I thought that June was going to get past him, and then Paris just wasn't letting up. Harry making his way through the field, Jarry and Owen both battling as well. So it wasn't too bad of a race.
I think with the battle between Paris and Jim, I don't think that there was really any overtaking between them. Paris kind of controlled
No.
it. Jim was kind of sitting in his DRS, but was unable to.
Yeah, it seemed that Paris had better straight line speed than June. June just could never get close enough. Yeah, besides that, there wasn't many battles. I think Decky and Falcon had a battle for a bit. Harry and not Harry and Owen, sorry, Jarry and Owen. But yeah, it wasn't. I just watched it back today. It wasn't the most entertaining race ever, but it's a decent race nonetheless. But there was a lot of well, I say a lot. There was a few talking points. Starting a T1 with myself.
And then Rick crashing after the safety car.
Yeah, Rick. Tam, what happened to you? Something with Larkin.
Yeah. So basically, I'm sure he's listening, and we've already sorted this out, so I don't know if he'd mind me saying this, but I had a run on him going into turn 3, and he kind of pushed me off the track at the time, I thought, but I don't know, it was a bit of a racing incident. I lost out to Owen because of that, and then you know what happens, you get frustrated, you start driving like a complete tool, and then I've been the chicane. Not the only person to do that though, so.
Typical Tam, really, isn't it?
I think Larkin followed suit as well.
Yeah,
I think
he
it was like
crashed
a lap
a few
to the
laps
next lap
later.
or 2
Yeah.
laps.
Yeah, it was just after me.
I think a lot of people crashed there. That curb is lethal.
I know, it was in
Yeah.
D2, I think everyone bent it there.
Yeah, not surprised
Yeah.
me. That's D2.
You were racing in
Yeah.
there last season.
Oh shit, J. Cole race there. D2 is amazing. D2 is amazing. Never mind.
Thank you, boys. Thank you,
Yeah.
boys. Even though I did crash it there,
Did
but
you actually? Unlucky.
we won't talk about that. Yeah, no, I crashed it there in when I was in P3 just behind Bree, but I didn't actually retire. I only lost like a slight bit of my front wing.
So you got.
I didn't actually crash into the right wall.
Yeah, you got a bit
controlled
lucky.
it, but overstood it a bit.
Yeah.
This is the D1 podcast, boys. Come on.
Tom, you'll be in D2 soon enough. Shh.
Yeah, you'll be joining me. Don't worry.
Watch it. Watch it, yeah.
But yeah, I think that was it for the race. Like I said, not most entertaining race. So yeah, what would you rate it out of 10 actually? Just thought of that there. For
Probably
action.
a 5 or a 6, to
Yeah.
be honest. There were a few battles. I think at the beginning of the race, Falcon and Decky were going at it, which was a decent battle. But yeah, it was a bit manic at the start, but
Yeah.
because of all those incidents, the field was pretty spread out,
Spread out,
later
yeah.
on, so kind of petered out in terms
That-
of action towards the end.
Definitely got to give it an 8 out of 10 for Gary spinning on the third corner.
10 out of 10 for style.
Yes.
You look good doing it.
Yeah. That's all
Yeah.
that matters.
No.
And
I'm
then
not-
also Killer Blue doing that at the chicane as well. Also taking one of the Tauruses with him, but luckily none of them retired.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, Gary.
Mhm.
I almost burst out laughing when I passed your three-wheeled. Red
I
Bull.
burst out laughing when I saw that you retired, so. We'll see
We've
come,
got a very good love-hate relationship.
we'll see
innit?
come Mexico.
Oh.
Yeah, but I'd give it like a 5 for a race and then a 1 for my involvement. Yeah, that'd be it.
Yeah.
I'd give it a 10 for your involvement. The less you're involved, the better. In my
10 out of 10
opinion,
for the
so-
Red Bulls.
Indeed. Rick predicting a solid podium for both of the Red Bulls, and they both were the first ones to crash out.
But we haven't said anything this week about Mexico, if you just haven't noticed, because we sort of jinxed it.
Yeah, I know that. I was talking about my 19.5s going up to Australia.
Yeah, and then you do a 20.2.
That hasn't worked out.
It's 20.0. Shut the fuck
Oh,
up.
sorry. Oh!
Ooh. Oh.
Would have still got pole in D2, alright?
It wouldn't have actually. But anyway. Yeah, so we move on then to
Do you reckon? Well, before we move on to Mexico,
yeah.
anything in particular that caught your eye in that race? Like when you was having a look, other than Gary spinning before you say anything, Tam, and other than Tam crashing out before you say anything, Gary. Was there any key moments that you thought were in the race that you thought it was quite an interesting either battle or strategy wise? Because one thing that picks up in my mind was Bullet Boy's strategy.
Bullet Boy strategy
Yeah.
was perfect.
Yeah, he really, like, I believe he started on those softs and he just took advantage of the stayed
Yeah.
out, put on the Supras, was rapid at the end, and I believe that he managed to catch and pass Harry because he had just much fresher tires. Harry was pretty much dead at the end of the race. He was going so slow.
Yeah, I'd definitely
Yeah.
probably give him driver of the day as well. Bullet Boy on his day. I think now I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure he uses assist as well, like
Yeah, he
medium
uses- he
medium
uses-
traction
he uses-
control and automatic gears.
Yeah, he's rapid.
So he's rapid for assist, like. Yeah, but anyone else? Falcon actually surprised me because I know he hasn't played the
Yeah.
game much at all.
That was another one I was thinking as well.
Yeah.
If he'd gotten past Decky a little bit earlier than what he did,
Yeah,
he would have beaten Paris and gotten P2.
Yeah,
that
'cause
would've
I don't
been
think he had
a real
any
result.
penalties. So.
yeah, he did a
Yeah,
solid
he
drive.
he was surprising because I don't imagine he put in too much practice. I could be mistaken, but
Yeah,
yeah, he did drive very well.
I think the new league has him hyped up and making him enjoy the game more again. Because I know that he completely gone off it come the end of PRL.
Yeah.
So yeah, but yeah. Besides that, shout out to Luigi for his getting points in his first race ever in D1, staying for V5. Solid for them.
Nicely done to them, boys.
So, Mexico. Hate this track. Don't know about you guys.
That's a good start.
You know, I've done practice on my days. Oh my days. I'm bad. Really bad. Don't know about you guys. What do you think of it?
Go on, Tam. I'll let you go first.
I don't think it's a bad track. It's just really, 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 really annoying and frustrating to drive.
That's a bad track.
Well, it doesn't make it a bad track. Like, Monaco is considered a great track by most drivers, but it's an absolute nightmare to drive.
Yeah,
so
that's true. That's true.
you can look at it both ways, but yeah. I've been trying to learn no TC, and it's been
Yeah.
not as bad as I thought it was going to be.
No,
I
it's
think
not.
It's probably one of the worst ones you can do it.
Yeah, Mexico's probably like that in Singapore. It's horrible to start off.
Well, it's not going too bad, I don't think. I think I'm quicker with it, but it's just the consistency that's making
Yeah.
a difference.
You'll get that over time.
I mean, I've just decided to bite the bullet because I don't see how it can go much worse in Australia, so
Yeah, I'm with you on it. I just can't it really?
Yeah.
yeah.
What do you think, Jacob,
Yeah,
of this track? Sorry.
I quite like driving at Mexico. I've already done, I think it was one race from that previously in another league. Got crashed out on one of the first laps anyway. So that's not the point. I did quite enjoy driving around Mexico. Just
Yeah.
that bloody S section.
Yeah, it's not too bad in the
It
wheel.
feels amazing. It feels amazing when you nail it, but
Yeah, but when do
9
you
times
nail
out of
it?
10 you're not going to nail it,
Yeah.
so...
Yeah, penalty's gonna be massive for this track.
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah.
for
Like,
sure.
if you could get less than 6, like, you're doing well. You're doing very well.
Yeah.
It could even rain. Oh my god, if it rains,
Rains in Mexico.
I won't race. Jesus. No
Yeah,
way.
that would be great for me learning no traction, wet race.
Oh, I remember doing my first time ever. Jesus, it was horrible.
Can imagine.
Yeah.
Do we reckon anyone's going to be quicker than what they were in Australia?
I can tell you someone who won't be as quick.
Paris.
Paris, yeah.
Yeah. He's been really talking himself down as well.
Yeah. But he could be just building up the hype. And then he gets pole by like a second. And then we're all like, holy shit.
Second.
Well, obviously, you won't get a second, but by some ridiculous margin.
Like half a second or something.
Yeah, because he was saying he wanted to go to D2. I've come in second in D1, so he can't be that slow. Like,
Nah.
Yeah,
Well,
I think he will be one of those drivers that's going to be challenging for the win at one track and being fighting for points at
yeah,
the
it'd be
next.
track dependent for
Just-
him.
Yeah.
I think Decky could do well if he practiced. I think he could fight for the win. And Harry, but nah, I can't say Harry because penalties. There's no way.
I definitely think one of the Zoroso boys will do a lot better than what they did in Australia.
Owen got a podium in PRL last season around Mexico. So was it last? Yeah, or the season before that. Sorry, last time he raced around Mexico. So
Yeah.
he's handy around that track. But yeah, it's a shit track.
We have very different opinions on this track. the three of
But I
us.
think
Oh,
any
yeah.
track I'm not good at is shit. That's just the way. So every
most of
track
them you
is
think
shit.
are shit then.
So every track is shit. Every track except Monza in Singapore is shit.
What about Suzuka?
Every track for me except Canada and Britain are shit.
Rapid. But yeah, predictions. Do we go for predictions?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah. If you want to start us off, Tom. The
Okay,
slowest driver?
so I don't want to be boring and say match,
But it's gonna be
but
Mitch.
I'm gonna be boring and say match.
Yeah.
So I think he is. I think he could go on to dominate the season. To be honest, I think he is just the strongest driver in the league. Um, so yeah, I think he's a pretty safe bet. Second, you know what? I'm not sure if I've not really practiced with any of you guys, so I'm probably making an absolutely horrible prediction here, but I'm gonna say Rick.
No, I think Rick's pretty
'Cause-
quick actually around here.
And I
From
think
what he's saying.
how you guys were talking about penalties earlier, I
Yeah.
know Rick to be incredibly good at keeping it clean,
Yeah, that's true.
so I think that could come in handy during the race. And then third, I have no idea. I'd say based on the pace that the guy has, I'll say Jim. As long as he doesn't bottle it, I think he'll definitely be up there. But I know in Australia he did pick up a lot of penalties, which is going to make a difference, but we'll see. Because I think he is extremely quick, so
Yeah,
we'll
he's
see.
rapid.
That's me. That's mine.
Right, so I'll go for tough one for first place. It's really tough. Yeah, Mitch, and then second, I'm gonna say Falcon for second. I just think he has a fire in his belly, and he has to prove a lot of people wrong because his reputation is a bit tarnished. And he's-
Yeah, as I say, it's
yeah.
not the best.
Yeah, so he's trying to rebuild that, so I think he could get second place. And then third, I'm going to say, I'll say Rick on penalties would get third.
Fair
Yeah,
enough.
that's mine.
I'm going to go all out bold predictions on this one.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go.
I'm going to say Doom is going to win the race.
Ooh.
I'm going to say Paris is going to be in... I reckon Paris will finish in third. Second, I think Decky will get second. I think Mitch is going to crash.
Oh.
Ooh.
And Mitch Bottle. We've heard that before. We've seen that before.
Wasn't
Yeah.
it like Baku, Monaco last season?
Yeah, I think he's crashed out in the last 2 Baku races, so Baku's not his favourite. Didn't he crash from the lead in Monaco as well?
I think so.
Yeah, bottle job. If only someone was quick enough to battle him, like step
Make
forward
him
time,
crack.
step forward
Get
time.
Michael back in the league.
Get Cara back.
I think Caro's too busy with other commitments, to be honest. So.
Like what? Nothing bigger than League of Europe.
Come on, we're based in the whole of Europe. And parts of America somehow.
And parts of Scotland and Ireland. So there's a different breed.
Yeah, I'm to all you guys watching this, I'm sorry if you can't understand the word that me and Gary are saying.
I'm
I'll
not sorry.
translate, it's
I'm not.
fine.
It's not my fault they can't understand my Irish accent, right? Get the subtitles on. I'll put subtitles on.
Good idea.
You'll probably
Good
get it
idea.
all wrong.
I'll just start putting in Irish.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think we've. Do we have anything else to talk about?
I don't think we do. So
No.
you're going with who did you say, Gary? You said Mitch.
Mitch.
Did you say Falcon
and
Decky?
Rick.
Rick.
Yeah.
Tam, you said Mitch. You said Doom then?
I said Mitch, Rick, and Jim.
Yeah. And I
We
went
should do
with
this
Doom,
like. Yeah, go on.
Doom, Decky, and I can't remember who I said now. Paris.
Paris, yeah.
We should predict every week and then see who gets them right the most.
Have like a little prediction
Yeah.
championship.
Championship.
Have an LOE fantasy league. How about that?
Fantasy. Oh, jeez, that was a lot of effort.
That was a lot of effort.
Yeah. Thank God I wasn't involved in that. Thank God. But yeah. I think we're done, are we?
I think we are
Yeah.
done.
People
Yeah.
can.
Anyone have any final words other than trying to have some shit talking between you two?
I'll do the shit
Oh,
talking in
God's
1 minute,
sake.
but people can comment down below who they think could predict their top 3 or something like that. Or if they have anything we want to talk about. Or if you want to come on, that's a show. Someone wants to come onto the podcast and chat more shit than me and Tam, which isn't possible, but they can try.
Yeah.
Then they can come on. But yeah, to finish off with chat shit and Tam, you're shit, and I'm beating you on Saturday, so I'm done. That's me.
Cool. Tam, anything else to say?
Well, when I drive past your stricken car on the exit of the S section, I'll pull the middle finger at you.
Nice.
Well, actually, though, you won't be ahead of me in the first place, so I wouldn't have to drive past you.
Oh. Oh. I'm just a middleman here. I'm just losing it at this.
It's exactly how you felt for the last half an hour.
Yep. But this has been the D1 podcast of League of Europe. I better end this quick before the more shit talking carries on. So thank you everyone for watching. We'll catch you for the Mexico Grand Prix. You can catch D1 at around 6 o'clock GMT on the Saturday. I think it's the 9th of March. Division 3 is at 6:15 GMT, and Division 2 is 7:30 GMT. So make sure you watch them. Like Gary said, comment down below if you want to be on the podcast, or who you think will be in the top 3. Maybe even do top 3 for your Drivers' Championship. I think that is everything.
Yeah.
So thank you for watching.
Adios. As they say in Mexico, I think.
Congrats,
Something like
either
that.
way.
Adios.
Adios.
Adios.